Hey Daisy, this is Jeff with Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for making time to talk with Eric. And as promised, here's your website analysis. So I'll be going over a few things that can actually help you rank higher, bring you more traffic, and of course, get you more customers. So let's start off with your website. You actually have a pretty good website. You have your logo here. You have a free code option. Pretty good photos, perfect layouts. You also have, your client reviews provided as well as with the phone number. So there's just some few other things I would like to get over for us to make sure we get you on top of that search list. One thing I can actually tell you right off the bat is that Google loves content. Google would like to see a minimum of 1,500 words on a homepage, and it seems like you have less than that. So in addition to this, the more content you have, the more you look like an expert in Google's eyes. So of course, if you would like to beat out the competition, you would like to have 1,500 words or more, right? So let's go ahead and do a quick count as to how many words you have on your homepage. So let me go ahead and copy and paste. So currently you have 159 words, which is quite behind or quite far from the goal we have of 1,500. So this would be one of our main focuses to, get you on top of the search list. And one other thing I would like to talk about are keywords. Google is actually looking for keywords, so it's looking for what the site should be found for. So if you have, the exact words listed multiple times on your site, you're going to be really relevant for the search. And Google is, going to be willing to put you higher in the result. One great example of a perfect keyword would be this one right here. So it says best commercial and residential services in your area. So this is one of a good example for a keyword to use. So next is I actually search for the roofing companies in your area. We'll talk more about the searches we have here. So let's start with the sponsored one. So these are actually the paid ones, wherein people are paying ads for their website to appear here. So we're not gonna talk much about this sponsored searches. Let's move on to the map pack. This is actually wherein you really want to be on, since, these are the ones that generates a lot of traffic and are easier to find. And one way for you to actually be here is you need to have Google My Business profile, wherein you'll enter as much information as you can, like the company name, phone number, email, company address, hours of operation, photos, and so on and so forth. And in addition to that, if you put the same information in as many directories as you can, like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and so on and so forth, that will actually help you a lot to appear in the map pack. And if we scroll down, you'll see here, this part right here are what we call the organic searches. These are actually the website that ranks higher without people paying for any ads, just because they're doing some certain things, which is what we're actually going to analyze and talk about. So I have pulled up one of the top ranking website, and we will be comparing the website to see what they're actually, doing differently. So you have one right here. This is one of your competitors, and looking at their website, well, they also have client reviews. They have good photos, nice layouts, and it's showing their awards, which is a good thing to do as well. Let's see how many contents they have or words. So I'll do a quick count as well. So for their website, they have 819 words, which is pretty close to the goal that we have of 1,500. And let's also use one of the tools that we're using here. This is a paid tool. It's called Ahrefs. So you have your website pulled up. We'll talk more about the numbers here. So let's start off with DR. So DR is actually the trust of Google in your website, and UR would be the strength of your website. And on the other hand, backlinks would be the other website that actually refers back to your website. So they're like shout outs to your URL, like through Yellow Pages, Yelp, NG.com, and so on and so forth. I also have your competitor's website pulled up. So we'll be comparing the numbers to see what we have. And if you see right there, they actually have higher numbers in some certain fields. That's why they're actually on top of the search list. And that right there, if we're gonna add those keywords, backlinks, that will help you a lot in terms of the organic listings. So let's compare the numbers. So for DR and UR, they do have a stronger website because they have, doubled your numbers in terms of UR. And then for the trust of Google, they have 7 while you have 0.5. Backlinks, they have 384 while you have 351. Keywords, they have 227 and you have 24. So they somehow more numbers than you have. So let me discuss the importance of these numbers. So let's start with the backlinks. So for backlinks, these are actually all the directories they're listed in that brings them a lot of attention, a lot of traffic. That's why they're ranking so high. So if you look at this website, this is where their URL is associated with for customers or people to, find them easier. Moving on to the organic keywords. So these are actually all the keywords they have listed on their website. So when customers, search for this specific words, their website shows on top of the list. So if you check on the numbers and their volume as well, these are all the hits or clicks they're getting per month. So they have 800, 700, 500, 150, and so on and so forth. So those are actually huge volume of numbers or huge number of clicks that they're getting per month. There's also one thing I would like to share about keywords. We have actually other ways for you to have hidden keywords on your website. So like, for example, for this photo right here, if we save it and, rename it. So instead of sunrise underscore 004, you can actually rename it to best roofing, or best roofing in your area and something like that. And that will be a hidden keyword, that will appear on your homepage. And you can actually do the same thing on the other images as well. You can actually, have these keywords for it to not to be repetitive as well. And it will add up to the keywords on your website. So again, that's called hidden keywords. So just to wrap things up, there are 3 things that we can definitely do to improve your ranking. First one will be the amount of content or the wordings in your website. Second would be the backlinks. Last but not the least would be the keywords. So that's actually pretty much it for me. If you have any other questions or if you would like to know the next steps, don't ever hesitate to call or email Eric. He can tell you what to do. Thank you so much for your time. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.